a frustrated drill instructor.
Sure got her goat.
He just likes to bully kids. That's all it is.
He could have picked anybody. He looked right at me. Did you see his face?
Same look he always has. Hostile.
Oh, come on. I think Cooper Johnson is beginning to realize how serious I am about rodeo. I live for it.
Evan, come on
now.
now.
In fact, if I do well at this next rodeo, I might go on the circuit.
Oh, that's a great plan. Just great. Now all you got to do is finish school, take your SATs, get a job so you can afford the entrance fees.
Hey, I'm serious.
So am I.
I knew you'd feel that way about it, Adam.
Well, what'd you expect? I'm not going to have you quitting school.
Hey, let's just skip it, okay? I'm sorry I brought it up.
Great.
Here we go again.
Hey, we haven't had a crisis in a whole week.
I'll go talk to him.
My turn. My turn.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Mind if I butt in?
You're not butting. But I'll tell you for a fact, though. If I do well in this rodeo coming up, I'm gone.
Look, let's just deal with one thing at a time. I understand how you feel about going out on the circuit.
You do?
Now, wait. I didn't say I agreed. What I do want to talk about, though, are the SATs.
Hannah, what do I care about scholastic aptitude?
Well, you may not care, but Adam does.
Oh, Adam. Fine.
Look, suppose you change your mind later, and you want to try college. Take the test. Just consider it a different kind of competition. Hmm?
All right.
Thanks.
You dropped it getting off your horse. Where's your spare? Well, it's too bad shrugging ain't a rodeo event. You'd be world champion.
So I made a mistake. Big deal.
You're darn right it's a big deal. Now look, you paid $35 entrance fee. Another $50 just getting to the rodeo. $25 for a cheap motel room and food. You have thrown away over $100 just because you didn't have a spare 50-cent tie rope tucked in your belt. Or did you think they were going to give you another turn?
Will you just get off of my back?
What are you going to do now, little girl? Cry on me? You want to go home and quit? Things getting too rough for you out here?
No!
Well, crying ain't a rodeo event either. Now, you either get back up on that horse and do it right, or you get out of here.
Buddy, I think that's the only way he knows how. See you later.
Take care.
Good shot.
Go. How long they been at that?
216 throws apiece.
Do you count?
Lemonade break.
Where's the women?
Yes.
A guy named Swan staged the first Wyoming rodeo in 1885 or something like that. Thanks. And you know who did the fancy pistol shooting?
No, who?
Butch Cassidy.
How do you know all this stuff?
Obsession, my friend. Total obsession.
Sally, sounds like you got rodeo in your blood.
What brought you out here?
I had a rodeo teacher in Oklahoma, and he said Coop Johnson was the best. I thought I'd better come out and see for myself.
Tough enough for you?
He's tough, but I'm tougher.
Well, that's another meal Evans missed.
Probably got a bite in town.
That's not the point. rodeo business is taking up too much of his time. You know his schoolwork is different.
He said he'd take the SATs. Why don't you just let it slide for now?
Because it bugs me, that's why.
Maybe he won't do well. He didn't say he was quitting for sure. Only if he won.
We can't count on that. Now, that kid's gonna stay in school if I have to hog tie him and deliver him there every day myself.
You know how stubborn the two of you can get. The harder you come down on him, the harder he's gonna fight you.
What do you suggest I do?
Think you ought to talk to him and reason with him. Just don't come down on him so hard. It's the wrong approach.
Well, the easy approach for me, obviously, is just to be his friend and not hassle him about any of this stuff. But Mom and Dad raised me with a good set of values, and I intend to pass them on.
Why don't you try talking to him man to man? From one adult to another?
Do I know how to do that?
We got ground right about here. We run along the track. Get about 2 acres.
What can I get for you?
Double bourbon, straight up.
Evening. It's mighty hefty drinking for a man who likes picking on 17-year-old girls.
Something. I think I'm getting too old for this kind of stuff. Oh.
Really?
Hey, Marie. I'll pay for it.
You don't owe me a cent. When word gets around that Coop Johnson had a fight in my place, business will be booming.
Oh, boy. I'm sorry, kid. I didn't mean to fly off the handle.
Oh, I shouldn't have made the wisecrack. Sorry.
I was doing the best I can for my daughter.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that Sally Liston's your daughter?
Yeah. I haven't seen her for 10 years, and then she just shows up out of the blue. Scared the daylights out.
So that's why you've been so rough on her, huh?
I don't know. Just don't know. Look, she was 6 years old when I split. What kind of life is that? A wife and a kid in the back of a pickup truck on a rodeo circuit?
So you just pulled out and left them behind, huh?
It wasn't working out. I had no choice. She hated the rodeo. At least that's what I've been telling myself.
Ever hear from her?
She died a couple of years ago. You know what bothers me? I don't think she ever really knew how much I loved her.
She ever get remarried? She knew. Hey, but the real problem here is Sally, right? So what you gonna do about her?
I wish I knew, Brian. I really wish I knew.
Hey, I have to talk to you.
You better pay attention to what you're doing.
Get off your horse a little quicker, McFadden. Don't be gentle with that steer. You ain't gonna hurt him. Throw your weight into him.
Yes, sir, I'll try it next time.
All right. All right. Tom, Charlie, you get Bill, we'll do a little calf roping. The rest of you...
So what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
Why didn't you tell me Cooper Johnson is your father?
Who told you that?
My brother Brian. Those two got into a fight last night and ended up good friends. Brian seems to like him a lot.
It's more than you can say for me.
What big secret?
I didn't think it was anybody's business. I haven't seen him for years. It's not like we're big buddies or anything.
What do you do, leave your mom?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, come on, Sally. I thought we were friends.
We are. I just don't think there's anything to say. He walked out on us when I was 6 years old, and he never looked back. End of story.
You came an awful long way to be with somebody you don't like.
If he can't be a good father to me, I figure he can be a good coach. I should get something out of the relationship.
Well, what did he say when you showed up?
You should have seen his face. He didn't like it one bit. You've seen how he treats me.
Well, he treats us all that way. Maybe he just has to get used to the idea first.
Forget it, Evan. He's not going to get used to me.
I think you still love the guy.
You're out of your mind. I hate that man. Look, I've got some things to do around here, okay? I'll see you later.
Yeah, okay.
Your assignment for Monday is to get your bibliography cards in on time. And dig! I want more than encyclopedias. Did you get your homework assignment?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
You slept through every class this week. You're going to Coop Johnson's rodeo clinic, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't let extracurricular activities like that get in the way of your schoolwork.
But I live for the rodeo.
I really don't care for what you live for as long as you stay awake in my class. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks for dinner. It was wonderful. You don't know how much I appreciate a home-cooked meal.
Anytime.
I always thought that rodeo girls would be built like football players.
Guthrie?
That was a compliment, I think.
Never catch me wrestling one of those full-grown steers.
Well, the women don't have to wrestle the steers. We just have to snatch a ribbon off the back of their neck.